Hello, welcome. This is Mandarin Gaming, and this is Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter, and the case is called Infamy, I think. Yeah, Infamy. So let's see what we need to do, because I don't remember. So, an American star on the stage visits Sherlock Holmes in order to study for his new role when a curious incident in the nighttime throws the pair into a case. It hadn't happened yet. What will this unusual duo discover? So find out more information about Orson Wilde. Do I do this via
My archive.
archives?
I can always
No.
consult with it if needed.
Not via map. Should I go and snoop around? What's this? Another letter. Letter from Albeit. Mr. Holmes, if you're reading this, then I'm already dead. I would like to thank you for all that you did. It meant a lot to me. It was my deep scar, my greatest redemption that I felt I had to perform before leaving this world. Thank you. Sincerely, Albeit. I finally remember how his name pronounced. Yeah, let's snip around.
Wilde's already making himself at home. Our star in the role of Hamlet.
Classic. Oh, bullets. Are those bullets? Or are those like lipsticks?
Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this?
No, this is a lipstick. Well, maybe not the lipstick, maybe
This must be
grease
grease paint. Face powder of an excellent quality.
Oh, it was funny.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I'm just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
it might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me. No, don't touch that!
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Windibank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
What happened to your nose? Exactly. Oh, really? To me it looked like that she was hit. Okay, if you say so. Expensive bruise, she's flashes, she's rich. I think that she's rich. Doesn't look too flashy, but I was wrong once, so... Engagement ring, family heirloom. It looks like family heirloom, but also it could be engagement ring. Well, that man with a very nice surname Angel, maybe is her fiancé. I don't know. Let's choose family heirloom for now and choose. Oh, they're different. Yeah, different boots. Didn't notice boots. Well, let's see. Imprecise. Okay. Mary Sutherland is a good-tempered young lady of 25 years of age. She has poor eyesight. She has failed to notice that she is wearing mismatched boots. Mary is a wealthy young lady. Her ring is a family heirloom. Can I review it? Yes, I can. She's rich. I still think that she's rich. But maybe this is an engagement room and I cannot change it. Oh, I thought that I could. Okay, well that... Father?
Mr. Windibank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh yes, although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
Hosmer Angel.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Windibank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
Douche.
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week. And Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
Well, maybe he just stopped writing? Like, ghosted?
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street post office for collection.
So he's maybe a scam?
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Oh, so romantic.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Haha, a love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes, tell her.
Okay. It was very funny how while Holmes was snooping around Wilde's things, what's his name? Orson Wilde was snooping around Sherlock Holmes's things.
Thanks to Wilde, my analysis table has been completely destroyed.
Public notice, a disappearance. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel is of around 5 feet 7 inches in height, of strong build with a sallow complexion. He is black-haired with bushy side whiskers and mustache. He's likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. On last sighting, Mr. Angel was dressed in a black silk frock coat with a black waistcoat and grey Harris tweed trousers. He is known to have been employed in an office in Leadenhall Street. If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentleman. I totally think that he was a scam. My dear love, please don't worry your sweet head. Do you believe that I would say anything to a family who understand nothing of love? We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Such a short time, but it was enough for me to know that you are my life. I want to spend every minute from now on with you. I wish that it were possible. I love you very much, and I am waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more upon his travels so we can meet again, Hosmer Angel.
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten.
Indeed. Concentrate your attention on finding details that others are inclined to overlook. What's this?
Good quality paper, quite smooth.
Okay.
Fairly common ink, nothing special. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent.
Could this Hosmer Angel be her stepfather? I mean, could she be so blind? I don't know. I don't trust men.
Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely. There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
Dear Mary, I'm taking the opportunity of sending you these few lines in the hope that they find you and your mother in good health. France is a nice country to look at, but it is the same as anywhere. There are rogues here who deceive and mistreat their women. Men nowadays are so dishonorable. Nowadays, as always. They won't think twice to break your heart. I hope that you will meet an obedient girl. Huh. You will be an obedient girl and look after your mother, and that you will take my advice, stay at home. I'll be back before long, your father.
The stepfather's letter is also
And
typewritten.
it's signed.
Quite common paper with a light yellow tint. Fairly common ink, nothing special. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice, stay at home. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely.
Yahoo!
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention.
Okay, I remember that there was K. Yeah, K here
This letter has a defect.
and K here.
Ah, It's the same letter, with the same defect in both instances.
Anything else?
One more letter with a defect.
Mary?
Another letter match with the same defects.
Not suspicious at all. I can't see anything else. I think that E is a bit different, but it's not letting me to click it.
One more
So I
letter
need
with
to
a
check this letter again. Okay.
Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
I think this case is fairly obvious, don't you, Mr. Holmes?
Mary's income. The family have an interest in Mary remaining single as they have access to her inheritance. Mary and her stepfather trusted one another. Mary was told to remain at home as her stepfather believed it would be better for her, like hell. Stepfather's letter, Hosmer Angel's letter. The letters have the same typewriter defects and were written by one person on a single typewriter. It is just coincidence that these letters have the same typewriter defects. No, it's not a coincidence. Secretive character. Work travels. For some reason, Hosmer Angel met with Mary only when her stepfather was away on business trips. Shyness. Mary's stepfather was unaware of her relationship with Hosmer Angel. Hosmer Angel was a reticent and shy man who did not want to cause trouble for Mary. See, no, maybe keep it home now. Different boots. Oh yeah. Mary has poor eyesight, probably myopia. Yeah. Work travels. Keep it home. Opportunity. Mary had the opportunity to socialize without her stepfather's knowledge. So what do we have now? Liar. Mary's stepfather lied. He didn't take his business trip, as he had found out that Mary was disobeying him. Mary's stepfather took his business trip, which gave Mary the opportunity to secretly meet with the Hosmer Angel. Let's try this one, I don't know. So interesting. Yeah, this is my thinking as well, but it's very strange, like... Oh yeah, she has poor eyesight. So maybe she really... Oh, man, disgusting. Already? Mr. Windibank is Mr. Angel. Mary's stepfather, Mr. Windibank, adopted a disguise and played the role of Mr. Hosmer Angel to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. It will cause Mary a great deal of distress if she is told of the true identity of Hosmer Angel. Tell the truth. Yes?
You should try to let Mr. Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory, as he has done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door and then conveniently slipped away. To bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
But was I correct? It's night. I think it was correct.
What is going on?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate. Calm down, Toby. Now, let's see what this contains. It's ticking. I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover.
So this is a bomb, and what should I do? Bend inside?
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
How do I do that? Nice.
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it. A source of electricity for the detonation. A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode. A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. Whew.
More. I absolutely have no idea what I'm doing. that's it? I don't know.
There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers...
But I got them all, no? Should I wait?
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right? I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
What did he look like?
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it. I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins. Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
Just a penny?
Who tried to kill me, Mr. Holmes?
Good job, Toby.
So we've got a knife here. JT.
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else.
Oh my god, I love this character. Orson Wilde is amazing.
There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it.
Really, Mohawks, bring out your axes and tell King George will pay no taxes on his foreign tea. His threats are vain, and vain to think to force our girls and wives to drink his vile beer. Then rally boys and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. What's that? A man of thin build, around 5 feet 5 inches in height, with black hair. He has a hair lip. Examine the attacker's belongings, find out who was behind the attempt on your life.
A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into yon harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket?
So, what are we doing next? We are going back to bed? Our search archives. Okay. Chemistry, poisons and toxins, wounds and injuries, marks and symbols, badges and medals, martial art, clear criminalistics. No. Newspapers. No, don't want to go in there. Art and architecture, economic science, technology, history. Green Dragon Tavern. The Green Dragon Tavern was a public house used as both a tavern and a meeting place, and was located on Union Street in Boston's North End. In the early 19th century, a number of Replicas of the Green Dragon were opened across Europe. One of these is now located in London, near the harbour in the district of Whitechapel.
Here it is.
So are we going to go to the Whitechapel? Yep. There is a Green Dragon Tavern located in London near the harbour in the Whitechapel district. Are we going there now or are we going there in the morning?
That's all I can do for now. Let's try and get a few hours of sleep.
How can you sleep when there is someone trying to kill me?
Exactly!
How selfish.
Sherlock, how can you? Homemade bomb. Destroyed evidence. Oh, that doesn't look good for Orson. Destroyed evidence, analysis table. Orson deliberately destroyed the analysis table and the attacker's evidence. Orson only wanted to help with the evidence. It was a coincidence that he destroyed the analysis table. I don't know. Let's stick with coincidence for now. I just love this character too much to just give him bad image right away. So so I have to go to the... No? I need to disguise myself? Okay, let's do that. Good enough. Miss de Bouvier, hello?
He's so funny.
Did you sleep well, Kate?
Very well, thank you, Father.
Is that Wild? Whatever is he doing now?
He's transforming you into a legend.
Oh, silly man. Kate, what's the matter?
Well, I just came by to tell you that I'm going to the zoo with Alice. We'll be having lunch in town.
The zoo. Taking advantage. Stay. Taking advantage. Who of who? The zoo.
The zoo? What on earth for?
Perhaps because it is my birthday today?
What did I do with you, Sherlock?
I'm so sorry, Kate. With Wild's visit, Look, here's some spending money. Go and treat yourself to a thing.
All right. I'll go then.
Heartless.
You never do anything
Monster.
All right. Come here.
right. I've had enough of you not caring about me.
I do care. I've just had a difficult night.
Yes, Alice told me about the bomb, but you wouldn't.
Kate, I only want to protect you.
You don't understand anything. I wish Alice would adopt me.
Don't be ridiculous.
I don't know why my parents entrusted me to you. Did they really know you?
Kate, come back!
Also, she knew that he wasn't...
Damn it. Such a waste. This Alice, I have an odd sense about her. It's as if she's playing with Kate's feelings. This would be a good opportunity to investigate Alice's flat while they're absent. And anyway, it'd be better to visit the Green Dragon Tavern during the evening.
So my thoughts, Sherlock, how could you forget about your daughter's birthday? Second thought, I didn't know that Kate was aware that she was adopted by Sherlock. Yeah.
My, I see you and Kate are best friends already.
She's calling him father as well. Ah, and the third thought that how ridiculous he looks in his home gown and that hat and those glasses. Okay. Let's go and snoop around. Oh wait, no. I think that I would need to do that through the balcony. No? Yes? Oh yeah. Good physical form. You may use several lockpicks at once to lift the plates and open the lock. Okay, good to know, but I still don't understand how this works, so... so it, I don't know, it's 1 and 3? And this is, what, 3 and 4? Or... no.
There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
I think that I'm sorry in getting that.
It looks as though Alice has not slept here for a long time.
Rotate the dials to plot an entire path through the maze in order to open the casket. Oh. Well, I think that this one works. Should it be done straight line? My dear little Alice, if you read this letter, then it means that I'm no longer in this world and that my illness has defeated me. Please try not to be sad, dear, for I have lived a good life. My only regret is that you are now alone and you will be sent to live with who knows who. An unknown family. I do not trust the institutions who behaved so cruelly towards your father. But please take courage, my dear angel. You know the secrets which allow you to speak with souls of the dead, so we may talk soon. Interesting.
Alice's childhood was spent with her aunt, until the aunt's death.
Dear Alice, thinking of you now has made me remember the past, and you will know I was always a warrior. Every time that you were sent to live with yet another family, I hoped you would be happy. But people are cruel, aren't they? It angers me to think of you so miserable in every home, to be considered more as a servant rather than a member of a family. You suffered so much, but I'm happy now to congratulate you on your 21st birthday. Now all your horrors are behind you. You're grown and independent and a beautiful woman. I wish you the life that you deserve, with all of the happiness that's possible.
Alice was unhappy with all of her adopted families.
What's this?
A phonograph cylinder.
He wakes early despite the fact that the lamp in his room glows into the small hours. He provides a street urchin with work. I believe the boy's name to be Wiggins. His friend Dr. Watson is always nearby. They seem very close. He is respected by Inspector Lestrade, although he never works with the police. Kate is so sweet and honest and naive, but Mr. Holmes never spent much time with her. I agree.
She's spying on me.
A key to his flat?
It appears that Alice sleeps in this armchair, as uncomfortable as that must be.
Interesting. What's this? Examine smell.
It has no smell.
Examine taste. I wouldn't want to do that.
It has a bitter
Will
taste.
he die now?
No smell, bitter taste. It's a tincture of barbiturate. A soothing drug to aid sleep. Alice prepared a gift for Kate.
She's so sweet.
She remembered her birthday. Well, women are good at that sort of
Not
thing.
just women, all good people. No, you're just inconsiderate. Dear Miss, thank you for your most recent delivery of shirts for my cousin. They are marvelous. As I told you, this Saturday I shall be attending the wedding breakfast of my dear friend, so I'll need to look stunning. Please be sure to finish my dress by Friday at the latest. I will send for it in the morning.
Alice has recently used this.
She's got a nice flat.
Sarah de Bouvier is Alice's mother.
Spiritualism and physical research.
Strange taste in literature.
Alice Floella Hamilton, September 10th, Porter's Bay, Trinidad.
Her full name is Alice Floella Hamilton.
Dear Miss de Bouvier, I wanted to inform you that your rental contract has been prepared. You can come to collect it whenever convenient, any evening of the week. Mrs. Hudson, landlady.
Alice used her mother's name to lease the flat.
Isn't it dangerous to leave the fireplace on when you leave?
Kate probably sleeps here.
Are you not going to examine this hole in the mirror?
It's closed. This lock is quite new.
What are we going to find out there? Not find out, just find? Find there? Oh my god!
Oh my god. The wheelchair is the same as the one in the photograph above. Louis Napoleon Bonaparte.
She's going to resurrect Bonaparte? Wow. Looking nice.
William Hamilton. But I know him. He was a bandit who I arrested 20 years ago. It's my distant ancestor, Horace Verne.
Can you please stop with this music? I physically feel cold.
Alice knows about Zacharias Greystoke, the victim from the bowling club. I solved that crime.
William Hamilton, are you there? Can you hear me? I wish to hear from you. Daddy, I'm so glad to hear you. Daddy, talk to me, please. Don't leave me alone, Daddy. Oh, no.
Alice is talking with her father, William Hamilton.
Brr. Times. Mass suicide leaves 27 dead at Ceuta, Spain. The bodies of 27 people, including 4 children, have been discovered in Ceuta. I don't know how to pronounce this place, Spain. The deceased, who were members of the Veneration of the Dead, had consumed a soft drink laced with deadly cyanide and sedatives. Police were only able to save one young woman, Alice Floella Hamilton. The lady, who was unharmed yet in deep shock, remains unable to shed any light on this sad case. Okay, with every single becoming better and better.
Charles Darwin, English naturalist and geologist.
I thought it was Karl Marx.
My word, look at this setup. Alice practices spiritualism.
Yeah, that is awesome. It's so creepy.
Abraham Lincoln. I finished here.
I
Time
just
to
want
go.
to leave. It's so interesting here. Come on, Sherlock. When are you going to see something like that again? This is just so stunning. Stunning in not a way that beautiful or gorgeous or just stunning like wow. Can you please stop with this music? I'm scared enough. Look at those dolls figures. I love the detail in this game so much. I only wish that I could, I don't know, even if break them. Just to do something with them. Once in a while, this sleeping. I need to research archives about William Hamilton.
Perfect. This is a good opportunity to investigate the Green Dragon Tavern alone.
We'll do that after I research archives. William Hamilton was Alice's father. He was arrested by Sherlock Holmes and later died in 1880. So, I said that we should look into criminalistics. No, probably we need to look into newspapers. So it's 1880, William Hamilton's death. A failed escape from Newgate prison. 4 prisoners crawled through a narrow drainage pipe to escape from the Newgate prison in London. It was a well-planned daylight operation, but ultimately unsuccessful thanks to the fast reaction of our police force. 2 of the prisoners were killed. The remaining men were sent back to prison. One of the dead prisoners was the prior criminal Lord of London, William Hamilton. As is already known, William Hamilton was arrested in 1875 during a Scotland Yard operation under charge of Inspector Lestrade. During that investigation, the major role was played by the consultant detective Sherlock Holmes. After the arrest and due to his wife being deceased, Hamilton's young daughter was sent to live with her aunt. What was the crime that William Hamilton had committed?
Here it is.
I got so many things. But Alice de Bouvier, she's got my respect. Disguise herself as a bandit and obtain information about the attacker at the Green Dragon Tavern. Okay, so I think that I will end this part here, and next part we will go to the tavern and investigate this case further. But for now, thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, have a nice time. Have a nice everything that you can have. Including those creepy... I don't know, I was very impressed how well it's done. So, see you next time. Bye bye, bye bye bye.